The fashion world and entertainment industry are experiencing absolute whiplash right now, as Liu Yuning made a completely unexpected appearance walking the runway at Zhao Lusi's brand fashion show, promoting her designs in front of hundreds of industry VIPs and media, in a gesture so unexpected and emotionally powerful that Zhao Lusi was reportedly seen wiping away tears backstage. Why would Liu Yuning agree to model clothing for Zhao Lusi's company after everything that's happened between them? And what does this stunning reversal mean for understanding their relationship and the complex dynamics that have made them the most analyzed celebrity pairing in recent Chinese entertainment history? The fashion show, held this afternoon at an exclusive venue in Shanghai that had been transformed into a stunning showcase space featuring elaborate staging, dramatic lighting, and all the production value befitting a major brand launch, was already generating significant buzz as Zhao Lusi's most ambitious business venture to date, with her fashion company presenting its first full collection to buyers, media, and industry influencers whose reactions could make or break the brand's commercial future. The assembled crowd of fashion editors, luxury retail buyers, celebrity guests, and entertainment media expected to see professional models showcasing Zhao Lusi's designs in a standard fashion presentation format. What they got instead was one of the most shocking and emotionally resonant runway moments anyone present had ever witnessed, as Liu Yuning emerged from backstage wearing pieces from the collection and proceeded to walk the runway with a presence and commitment that left the entire audience stunned into silence before erupting into unprecedented applause. The significance of Liu Yuning's participation becomes exponentially more powerful when understood against the backdrop of months of tension, controversy, and public speculation about conflict and hostility between these two celebrities whose professional lives have become impossibly entangled despite apparent personal complications. How do you go from all the drama? The late-night venue incident, the party crashing accusation, the missing phone confrontation, the agency meeting walkout, and countless other moments that suggested genuine animosity or at minimum deep discomfort, to voluntarily walking a fashion runway to promote someone's business venture in front of hundreds of industry professionals and cameras capturing every moment. The transformation implied by this gesture is so dramatic and unexpected that people who witnessed it are struggling to process what it means and how to reconcile it with everything they thought they understood about Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi's relationship. Some observers are interpreting this as evidence of genuine reconciliation and the development of mutual respect and support that transcends previous conflicts. Others suggest this could be calculated PR strategy, designed to reshape public narratives and rehabilitate both celebrities' images by showing them supporting each other professionally. The most romantic interpretations frame this as Liu Yuning making a grand gesture to demonstrate feelings and commitment that he hasn't been willing or able to express through words or conventional means. The fashion show itself was meticulously planned over months, with every detail designed to showcase Zhao Lusi's vision for her brand and establish credibility in the notoriously difficult and competitive fashion industry, where celebrity vanity projects typically fail to gain traction or respect from serious buyers and media. The collection being presented features approximately 30 distinct looks ranging from elegant evening wear to sophisticated casual pieces, all reflecting an aesthetic that Zhao Lusi has described in interviews as modern femininity with strength, designs that make women feel beautiful and confident, while also being functional and wearable for actual lives rather than just photo shoots and red carpets. The staging concept involved multiple runway configurations that would transform throughout the show, allowing different presentation styles for different segments of the collection. The model casting had been done carefully to include a mix of professional runway talent and celebrity guests, whose presence would generate additional media interest and social buzz. Everything was planned, rehearsed, and ready to execute flawlessly to maximize the chances that this collection and brand would be taken seriously by the fashion establishment. Liu Yuning's involvement was apparently kept completely secret until the actual moment he appeared on the runway, with even most of the production crew and show staff not knowing he would be participating until shortly before his appearance. This level of secrecy required careful coordination and planning to pull off successfully, arranging for his attendance at the venue without attracting attention, getting him fitted and styled for the runway appearance, integrating him into the show's running order without disrupting the carefully planned timing and flow, and ensuring that his surprise appearance would have maximum dramatic and emotional impact rather than feeling random or poorly executed. Sources familiar with the production logistics describe frantic behind-the-scenes activity in the hours before the show as Zhao Lusi's team worked to incorporate Liu Yuning's participation, while maintaining absolute confidentiality about what was being planned. The stylist and designers who fitted him for the runway pieces reportedly had to sign additional confidentiality agreements beyond the standard show NDAs, and access to the backstage area where he was being prepared was restricted to only essential personnel. The actual moment of Liu Yuning's runway appearance has been described by everyone present as genuinely electric and emotionally overwhelming in ways that professional fashion show attendees who've seen countless presentations rarely experience. The show had been proceeding according to plan, with professional models showcasing early segments of the collection, when the music and lighting shifted to signal a transition to a different portion of the presentation. The audience expected another professional model or perhaps one of the pre-announced celebrity guests to appear, but instead Liu Yuning emerged from backstage wearing an impeccably tailored suit from the collection's menswear segment that Zhao Lusi had designed specifically to demonstrate the brand's versatility and potential expansion beyond just women's clothing. The recognition of who was walking the runway caused an immediate ripple of gasps and shocked murmurs through the audience as people processed what they were seeing and the implications of his presence. Liu Yuning apparently walked the full runway length with genuine model-quality presence and confidence, took his position at the end of the catwalk, executed a brief pose that allowed photographers to capture the look from all angles, and then proceeded back through the backstage area. All executed with a professionalism and commitment that made clear this wasn't a joke or publicity stunt, but a genuine effort to properly present and promote Zhao Lusi's designs. The emotional reaction from Zhao Lusi herself as she witnessed Liu Yuning walking her runway has become the most discussed and analyzed aspect of this entire extraordinary event. Multiple sources backstage report that she was watching from the wings with her creative team, monitoring how each look was being presented and received by the audience. When Liu Yuning made his appearance, her reaction was reportedly immediate and visceral, hand going to her mouth in apparent shock despite presumably having known this was going to happen, eyes visibly filling with tears, and body language that suggested being genuinely overwhelmed with emotion rather than performing expected sentiment for cameras. Several people present backstage specifically mentioned seeing her wipe away tears and hearing her voice crack with emotion when she spoke to team members immediately after Liu Yuning returned from his runway walk. The genuine nature of this emotional response is what's making people reconsider their entire understanding of these celebrities' relationship. This doesn't look like business partners executing a planned PR moment. This looks like someone being deeply moved by a gesture of support and solidarity from someone whose opinion and participation genuinely matters to them on a personal level. The fashion industry's professional reaction to Liu Yuning's surprise appearance and runway walk has been fascinating, revealing how fashion insiders evaluate celebrity participation in shows and what factors determine whether such appearances are seen as valuable additions or unwelcome distractions. Multiple fashion journalists and buyers present at the show have commented that Liu Yuning's appearance was surprisingly effective from a pure presentation standpoint. He wore the clothes well, he moved with appropriate confidence and presence on the runway, and he genuinely showcased the menswear design rather than making it about himself or creating spectacle that overshadowed the actual garments. Fashion critics are noting that celebrity runway appearances often feel awkward or forced, with the celebrity clearly uncomfortable in the model role, and the whole thing becoming about the celebrity's presence rather than the clothes. Liu Yuning's walk apparently avoided these common pitfalls, and actually contributed positively to presenting Zhao Lusi's collection, rather than detracting from it. Several buyers and editors have specifically mentioned in their early reviews that the menswear segment, as presented by Liu Yuning, demonstrated real commercial potential, and that they're interested in seeing more of the brand's expansion into men's fashion. The immediate social media explosion as photos and videos from the show began circulating has been absolutely unprecedented, with multiple hashtags related to Liu Yuning, Zhao Lusi, and the fashion show all trending simultaneously and generating hundreds of millions of views and engagements within hours. The footage and images of Liu Yuning on the runway are being shared, analyzed, screenshotted, and memed across every platform with the kind of viral intensity that most brands would pay millions to achieve through conventional marketing. Zhao Lusi's fashion brand has gained more attention and awareness from this single surprising moment than months of conventional promotional activity could have generated, regardless of whether that attention ultimately converts to sales and commercial success. The images of Zhao Lusi's emotional reaction backstage are also circulating widely, with fans and observers creating countless posts examining her expression, discussing what her tears mean, and debating whether this represents a major turning point in her relationship with Liu Yuning, or simply an acknowledgement of a generous professional gesture that she appreciated despite ongoing personal complications. The question of how and why this runway appearance was arranged, what negotiations or conversations led to Liu Yuning agreeing to participate, and what this gesture represents in terms of their relationship dynamics, is generating endless speculation and debate with very few definitive answers available. Did Zhao Lusi personally ask Liu Yuning to walk in her show?